Hello, and welcome to Frequency and Flow Friday. This space is devoted to helping you raise your frequency so you can live in optimal flow. And I am doing this likely right now at Qi Alchemy, at the Qi Alchemy Retreat in Mexico. I love retreating. If you have ever wanted to retreat or have considered it, I have a couple spaces left, at least at the time of this recording, to the North Star Soul Retreat that's happening in Northern California in September. So check that out. It's going to be a lovely one. And this full moon is also very lovely. I am hoping that this finds you so well after the eclipses of last month, but it is all about harmonizing and coming into flow with relationships, maybe some letting go, but ultimately realignment. And so think about the week that you just had. Think about the week that is coming up. How can you raise your frequency to stay in optimal flow? Because your vibe attracts all that it is. So keep your vibe high. If you are choosing position number 1, the card you get is beautiful art. So beauty, how can you surround yourself in beauty? I actually want to say in the home. I know last week, if you were here, we did this a little bit, the first quarter moon that happened in Cancer, and we really tuned into the feng shui of our home. And we really tuned into what are the changes that we could make in the home. Beauty, especially for Libra, because this is such a theme around your home. I would invite you to lean into your relationship with your home. And do you see your home as beautiful? I would also say your home as your body. And I'm not talking about, in a vanity way, but how can you raise your frequency with the beauty of your body? Are you feeding it beautiful foods? Are you maybe using essential oils to raise your vibrations? The dogs are barking. Hopefully you can't hear them in the background. So they're giving you a shout out to that. So how can you create your own heart? Create your own heart, but create your own art in your home, create your own beauty in your heart, and think about beautiful art, not only just with your home, but really with your soul. Allow your soul to be expressed in art. I love soul collage for that. That's a great way to raise your frequency too. I'm likely bringing some of those of me to Mexico. If you're choosing position number 2, the card you get, it's beautiful art. You saw me shuffle. So likely the position for number 1 resonates with you, but the second one is also crystals. So I would say, these together, it's using crystals as art, maybe bringing crystals into your home or on your body. If you're choosing this position, it does feel a lot different than one. One feels more resonant, more grounded, raising your frequency lightly. I think if you're choosing this position, you likely had some breakthroughs at the eclipses last month, and now is the time to kind of center yourself, maybe ground yourself. Earth is really calling. I wear my crystals. I love my crystals. They really ground. This is a good time to clear your crystals and charge your crystals at the full moon. So maybe do some of that. But all in all, I would say, still bring in that message with the beautiful art, the beautiful heart. Pay attention to the artfulness and the beauty around you. And also, how are you using it to ground in? If you're choosing this position, it feels like there is some really major change. So make sure, you have a lot going on. Well, still get up, shower, get dressed for the day. Still move your body, right? It's like, don't take your self-care off of the list. Maybe this is about reharmonizing with yourself and your cells. Recreate the relationship with yourself. Ask yourself, what do I need to beautify the relationship with me? And I would also say with this position, if you're choosing this, maybe there are some relationships that need to go. Maybe there are, be open. Then finally, if you're choosing position number 3, it feels like a new beginning that's happening for you. The card that you get is nature. So if you're choosing position 3, be out in nature, go into nature. Also, it feels like there is some challenging things that are, going to kind of conclude now in a good way. It feels slightly emotional. I kind of go to the look on her face and kind of, she's holding her heart. So I would say pay attention to your emotions right now, your emotional well-being, raise your frequency with that, whatever you have to do. If you're called to go to therapy or talk to someone, talk to a support, go into, nature, hug a tree, talk to a tree. But it does feel like there is a lot that's probably ending. Maybe emotions are high. So what can you do to raise your frequency around emotions, energy in motion? I would also say with this position that there is a new opening. And so lean into your heart space around a new opening. And then the last thing that I will say about this is If there's any sort of addictions coming into your life, addictions affecting your life by somebody else, set some intentions at this full moon to really release any maybe attachments to that, especially like boundaries with people and things like that. And that will help you to raise your vibration. I'm sending you so much love. And I hope that if you are retreating with me, you're enjoying. And if you are interested, that you will tune in to the North Star Soul Retreat in September. Ciao. Happy full moon.